Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zolotech, and we're going to review the Logitech K760 wireless Bluetooth keyboard. This is a pretty unique keyboard for a couple different reasons. I actually bought it myself. I picked it up in the Apple Store. You can get it in varying prices. It goes anywhere from $60 to $100 depending on where you buy it. And the interesting thing about this keyboard is, well, two things really. It's solar powered. It has a rechargeable battery inside it that is only recharged by this solar panel. And I've had it for months and never had to charge it or anything. It will charge via the light in the room or anything else, so that's pretty nice. You can see on the back here, there's just a couple different things. There's a little Bluetooth button and a couple different rubber feet and nothing else really inside of it, or that you can remove anyway. And then on the front of it, you'll see we have a normal keyboard. It looks kind of like an Apple keyboard, and that's really because it's designed for those things. And the very unique thing is it's programmable for 3 different Bluetooth devices. So that means you can program your MacBook, your iPad, your iPhone, or really anything else that will accept Bluetooth. So it's pretty neat that way. Now, I've been using it for myself, for my MacBook, for some time, and really liked it. It's got some really great features. It does have a few downsides as well, but let me turn it on here. And I normally leave it turned on. I've never had to turn it off. Here's my iPhone, and you can see it's synced up. It's actually, number 1 is set to my MacBook, so I'm going to set number 3 to my iPhone. So if I hold number 3 down, you'll see the blue light will blink, and that will mean that it's ready to be synced and kind of reset. So if I go to my Bluetooth settings, you'll see it'll pop up keyboard, it will pair, and now it's connected. So it's pretty simple. It's really that easy. So if I go to the web browser, and you see the keyboard has not popped up, so if I type Zolotech, it's right here, and I can launch Zolotech. Now the neat thing is it's meant for an iPad or an iOS device, and if I hit this button here, we'll go back home. So it's pretty neat that it actually has those different functions built in, and you've got volume, things like that. You can see it's affecting volume, and it works just as well with a MacBook. So if I want to switch to my MacBook, I hit 1, and you'll see the light will go solid when it's connected. Now it's connected to my MacBook. Now if I want to go back to my iPhone, it takes a second and it's connected to my iPhone. So it's pretty quick. Now the few disadvantages to this keyboard really come in when it comes to its speed and waking up. So if I haven't used it for a while, it's been idle, and I turn my MacBook on, I click the mouse button, usually when I have it plugged into a monitor, click the mouse button, the screen wakes up, the keyboard doesn't work right away, and what I have to do is actually hit a couple buttons, wait for it to sync, sometimes hit it again. So I'll hit, the space bar or something like that, and it will finally sync. So if I sync back here, you can see my MacBook's awake right now. That's actually how I'm recording the audio, but it did take a second to connect. It seems to connect a little faster to iOS devices. But if I go back, there it's connected. And the nice thing is, like I said, it works just as well with an iPad. But if I go into notes and we create a new note, you'll hear it's a little clicky too. Now I don't type traditionally, I type a little bit weird for most people, but you'll see it works just as well. It's typing over here to the side. So you can see it works just as well. It works just like you'd expect. Keys feel a little bit rattly or cheap, and the whole keyboard is actually a little bit flexible too, but you really don't notice that because it's laying flat. I don't know that I would recommend it for gaming or anything like that, but it seems to work pretty well. It's a typical everyday keyboard. I haven't used it for gaming other than maybe sim games, testing some different games, things like that. I haven't ever really used it for serious first-person shooters or anything. But its responsiveness seems pretty good. I use it to edit all my video, and it's got Expose if you use that on a Mac. Really nice features built in, and it can be a little pricey, but the nice thing is you never have to charge it, and it just seems to go and go and go. Now you may run into a problem if you're in a dark room all the time. That may change, so then you may want to consider something different. They do make an alternative version with a number pad on the side, but it doesn't have the 3 separate Bluetooth device options or the iOS buttons or Expose buttons. So those are things to consider as well. If you have any questions or comments regarding this keyboard, please place those in the comments below. I'd love to hear maybe your experience with them or any thoughts you might have. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.